Welcome to the 22 Lions Podcast, your daily blueprint for writing, publishing, and profiting from books. Today we dive into Price Elasticity Lab, 5 steps to test and optimize book pricing for maximum revenue. If you've been guessing prices and leaving revenue on the table, this episode gives you a repeatable lab to fix that. No fluff, just steps you can run in 72 hours and repeat across titles.
Hook. Most authors treat price as either superstition or marketing magic. The truth? Price is a lever you can measure. Guessing costs you either discoverability or per sale revenue. Today, we flip price from intuition to experiment. By the end, you'll have a 5-step lab, clear KPIs, and a 72-hour checklist to run your first test. Here's the exact system. Section 1. The framework and the first 2 steps. Promise. 5 clear steps that convert pricing from guesswork to repeatable testing. Step 1. Define your objective and KPIs. Be specific. Are you optimizing monthly revenue, per reader lifetime value, or KU page read income? Track unit sales, gross revenue, net revenue after ACoS, conversion rate from ad clicks, and KU page reads. Set a primary KPI, for example, net revenue per day, and a secondary KPI, like conversion rate. Step 2. Design test cohorts. Pick 2 to 3 price points that bracket your current price. Include control cohorts, such as KU exclusive and wide distribution, if your title is enrolled or eligible. Keep windows short, 72 hours to 7 days, so seasonality and algorithm drift are minimized. Document everything before you change a price. Baseline sales, baseline ad CPC, baseline KU page reads.
Let's break this down. When I advise authors, we always start with a single clear KPI, usually net revenue per day, then model the alternatives. For a mid-list nonfiction book that's doing 30 sales per day at $2.99, raising price to $3.99 can reduce units but increase revenue. You need to model net revenue after returns and ACoS from ads. Cap your ad spend per cohort and set a stop loss. If net revenue falls below baseline for 48 hours, revert. Write it, publish it, profit from it.
Section 2. Running the tests and interpreting results. Step 3. Run controlled promos and ads. Use short, isolated promos, a 72-hour countdown deal, a temporary price raise, or a targeted Amazon ad test. When you run ads, do small capped budgets per cohort and use identical creatives where possible to isolate price as the variable. Step 4. Measure and interpret results. Focus on your primary KPI and look at supporting signals, ACoS, click-through rate, conversion rate, and KU page read sensitivity. Beware of false positives. A one-day spike during a promo can mislead. Replicate the test or extend to a second 72-hour window before you scale. Always calculate net revenue, gross sales minus ad spend and returns.
Here's the Lions truth on ads. Treat each cohort like a tiny business unit. If a $5 spend produces $12 gross at one price but only $8 gross at another, your net after ACoS tells the real story. Cap ad spend and run identical bid strategies across cohorts initially. If one price underperforms, try tightening bids or swapping creative, but only after the primary test window closes. Don't throw more ad spend at a bad price and call it data.
Section 3. Scaling a winner, the case study, and guardrails. Step 5. Scale responsibly. When a price wins, roll out across other formats and channels in stages. Update the ebook price, increase paperback list price in small increments, and adjust ad bids to reflect higher per sale value. Protect lifetime value by checking your back matter funnel. A higher price can reduce impulse buys, but improve conversion to newsletter subscribers if you adapt your messaging. Case study. A mid-list nonfiction title we tested moved from $2.99 to $3.99 in a controlled experiment. The author capped ad spend per cohort, ran 2 separate 72-hour windows, and tightened ACoS targets. Units fell modestly, but net monthly revenue rose roughly 28% because ads became more efficient at the higher price. They then rolled the price into paperback and raised back matter incentives to preserve reader lifetime value.
Immediate action, your 72-hour checklist. Day 0. Pick your title, record baseline KPIs, choose 2 to 3 price points in cohorts, KU versus wide if applicable, and cap ad spend per cohort. Day 1. Change price for cohort A and start identical ad campaigns for each cohort. Same creative and bid strategy. Monitor hourly for conversion rate and ACoS, but don't jump at the first signal. Day 3. Analyze net revenue per cohort, KU base read impact, and decide. Winner, revert, or iterate. If winner, roll out in controlled stages and adjust back matter. Build a short spreadsheet to capture each test. Date, price, units, gross, ad spend, net KU pages. Stay hungry, stay published.
That's your playbook. If you want help running your first lab, book a 22 Lions pricing audit. We'll review your title, set cohorts, and give you a test plan you can run in 72 hours. Or download the episode's pricing test template to run this yourself. Visit 22lions.com/pricing audit to book a session or grab the template and run the lab this week. Publish like a pro. Profit like a lion.
That's your step-by-step system for today. Apply it and watch your author business grow. New episodes daily with practical systems to write, publish, and profit. Thanks for listening to the 22 Lions podcast. Publish like a pro. Profit like a lion.